Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's Connor, and welcome back to another Black Ops Cold War video. Make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe for more if you did enjoy today's video. Today I wanted to make a quick video sharing 4 tips with you guys on how you can improve your aim within Black Ops Cold War. In any first-person shooter, the key skill that decides how well you can perform is your aim. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is no different. Improving your aim is probably the most significant thing you can do if you want to perform better. Fantastic aim can be really impressive in the game, so it is something you'll want to improve. More than anything else, the key ingredient in improving your aim is the time you can put in. Aim is a good habit and skill. This is built through repetition and improvement. It isn't going to happen overnight. You can spend some time taking action to try and improve your aim though. By focusing on the right things, you can improve quite a bit faster than you would by just playing random games. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Tip number 1, learn recoil patterns. This is something you've got to get gripped with if you want to start hitting more of your shots. Cold War reuses a recoil system similar to Modern Warfare and other FPS games. Each weapon has a spray pattern for recoil that they may move in every time. Your recoil isn't just random jittering. The same gun with the same attachments is going to recoil in the same way every time it is fired. So you can adjust your aim to compensate for it once you know the recoil pattern well. To learn the recoil pattern, head into a private match with your finished crate of class for a weapon loaded up. It is important that your attachments are those that you plan on using since they can change recoil. Fire into a wall for a round. Head closer and take a look at how the spray pattern moved. From here you can see what direction your aim moves in while you shoot. So how do you go about compensating for this? Continue to shoot at the wall, but try to make movements with your aim to reduce the spread of those bullet holes. As you experiment with this, you should be able to pinpoint the movements you need to make to keep your aim steady while firing. This works for every weapon, but you'll need to learn a different recoil pattern. You can't eliminate recoil entirely this way unless you spend a ridiculous amount of time practicing and have superhuman reflexes. You can, however, reduce the recoil movement to an area that you can control, so even with recoil, the shots are hitting the target. Tip number 2, work on tracking to improve your aim. This tip is particularly for PC users, but you may be able to master this with the analog sticks on a controller if you're that good. Anyways, tracking is where you can use your cursor to directly track the movement of enemy players. Instead of having to move your mouse reactively, you can track them. This is obviously not all that easy just because you know what it is. It is something you'll need to work on to get better at aiming though. With tracking, you should be able to aim at a moving enemy player without having to work too much harder than a stationary target. So how exactly do you build this habit? You need to start slow. At first, you might have to follow a centimeter or so behind the player, playing catch up with your cursor. The more natural this becomes though, the faster you'll do it. By practicing tracking, you should be able to start tracking the players themselves' movements. From there, it should just be a short jump to moving a drop ahead to take your shot. You can practice tracking easily in a private game with bots. Keep this up until you can reliably track all bot movements, having your cursor keep pace with them. After that, you need to practice against real players. It might take some time, but tracking is a skill that you can significantly improve your aim with. Tip number 3, use the correct sensitivities and settings to improve your aim. Using the right sensitivities for the way that you play is an important part of getting your aim under control in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I will make another video going in depth on the best game settings sometimes this week or next week. A lower sensitivity is going to give you more accuracy. You will have to move your hand more to hit your shots properly. You will need a larger mouse area to get this done. Bigger movements mean more accuracy though, as you can be more exact with your positioning. Your ADS can be even lower than normal sensitivity. Also, if you want to get a better idea of the right settings, you can always check out what the pros runs. On to our final tip. Tip number 4, your loadout. Your loadout and more specifically, the attachments and such that are attached to your weapon can help you improve your aim in Cold War. If you're struggling, then you might need to adjust your build to accommodate this. Go for a loadout that has a better balance for recoil and handling. the speed of your weapon is important for aim too. Well guys, those are the 4 tips on how you can improve your aim within Black Ops Cold War. So if you did enjoy today's video and want to see more Black Ops Cold War content, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more. If you have any recommendations on anything you'd like to see from me, then make sure to drop a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.